Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about surviving your first 3 months in Thailand. And why do I say you need to survive your first 3 months in Thailand? Because that's when all the culture shock's going to hit you all at once. That's when you're going to miss your family the most. That's when you're going to miss your old life the most, your old car or motorcycle, or people that you know, or your favorite restaurants. All that's going to hit you right between the eyes in your first 3 months. So what we're going to talk about is things you can do to try to make it through those first 3 months so you don't want to give up and go home right after you got here. Tip number 1 for you, and that is, as quickly as you can, you need to connect with other people. Now, I know you probably don't come over here speaking the Thai language, so I'm talking about other English speakers if that is your primary language, or someone that does speak your primary language. You're gonna want to meet people just like yourself that's already moved here, that's been here longer than you, so you can get tips, tricks, your concerns. They could show you around, they could show you different things. And you may say, all right, that's great. How am I going to meet these people? You're going to need to stay out of your house and go around to wherever you can find people. It could be to a nearby restaurant at your new place that you're staying at. You could do a Google search and try to find some sort of restaurant slash bar that is big for expats, so you can get to meet other people. Another place you might want to check would be the the Facebook groups. You can look on Facebook groups for whatever city you're in. For instance, if you're where I'm at, Chiang Mai, you could look up Chiang Mai expats, or if you're in Pattaya, Pattaya expats. So you might be able to find a group with good groups there with people you can meetup groups. You might even find hiking groups in the area that you're in. I know there's some here in Chiang Mai where they do group hikes. So in other words, get out, meet some people and give them your concerns, or where's the best this, or where can I find this, so you can find your way around as quickly as possible. Also, educate yourself. You're going to want to know as much about Thailand and the area that you're in, so you can find out what the local customs are, how life works, the transportation system. You want to research as much as you can, or with your new friends that you just met from step 1, ask them how things work around the area you're in. So the quicker you can adapt to your new environment, which I'm going to assume is a lot different than where you came from, the sooner you're going to feel more at ease and less anxious all the time, because you just don't know how anything works. The next thing is be open-minded. Don't be one of those people that move to a new country and complain about everything. Well, that's not the way we did it in the United States. That's not the way we did it in Germany. That's not the way we do it in England. You're in Thailand. Adapt to the Thailand way of doing things. Know before you come over here, things are done differently. The mindset is different. Everything's different. Driving's different. So don't complain, adapt. Complaining's not going to get you anywhere. I know so many foreigners that complain all the time about the way things are in Thailand. And half the time you want to say you don't like it, go back to your home country. But don't be one of those people. Learn, know it's going to be different, adapt to it, and you might find out you like it even a little bit better than the way you used to do things. Learn the language. Now, I'm not saying you got to be fluent in Thai. I'd say that would be awesome if you could, and you can, but if that's not a goal of yours, at least know some of the daily things that you're going to be doing. Obviously, your greetings, thank you, hello, goodbye, tastes good, delicious, beautiful, things that you'll use on a regular basis. You might want to learn that in Thai as quickly as possible. You can probably find out from other foreigners. You can also do some Google searches, and I'm sure you can find some ways to find how to say what you want to say. I will say be very wary of Google Translate, because a lot of times it gives you a version of the word that the Thais don't use. So you may want to find out from a local. Also, try to make friends with Thais. If you can interact, let's say the Thai person speaks some of your own language and you can communicate some. Try to make friends with a Thai. You're going to learn a lot. They may want to practice their English. You can learn all your new Thai words. They can show you around. It's good to have Thai friends. Don't be one of those people that come over here and they don't know any Thai people whatsoever because the only people that hang out are other foreigners. I mean, that's good, and especially for your first 3 months. But don't be afraid to make new friends with the people here in Thailand. Another thing that should bring you at ease for your first 3 months, and that would be get to know the local cuisine. So go to some street markets, street vendors. The food's really cheap, and order 2, maybe 3 things that you've never heard of before. You might want to find out what's in it first and give it a try. Once you've figured out what you like and what you don't like, and you know the names of the dishes, it's going to be easy for you to go to just any restaurant and find some of those same dishes that you already like. The reason I say this is because in your first 3 months, you're really going to be missing some of the food you had back in your home country. But now it's time for you to dive in to the food here in Thailand and find new dishes that you've never tried before. Another thing that will help you here is to practice patience. Something I have had to learn over the last 2 years. And the reason I say that is because things don't go the way you're used to things going. The flow isn't the same. Sometimes you're explaining something to someone who doesn't know very little English, and they act like they understand what you're saying when they really don't, and you end up getting something that you didn't ask for. A lot of this happens when you're ordering food or some other service where you think you're communicating correctly to them and you're not. Hey, it's not really their fault, it's yours, you don't know Thai. But anyway, you're gonna really need to practice patience, and things don't flow at the same pace you might be used to. There might be a lag, or things might be done a little bit different than you would have done them, or less efficiently. Let's say you have somebody come to your house to mow your lawn and they use a weed eater. You may think, well, why don't they use a lawnmower? It'd save a lot more time. Things are done differently here. Okay, there's this attitude here in Thailand called the Mai Pen Rai attitude, which is basically like, relax, don't worry, chill out, whatever. It's more of a sabai sabai, which is relaxing type of atmosphere. Embrace it. Even if it goes against your very nature. Let's say you're very uptight and you like to go, 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 go. Boy, do I get that. But when you get here, you're going to try to take a deep breath, relax a little bit, calm down. Just remember, everything's going to work itself out, even if it doesn't appear that way. I can't tell you how many instances my wife and I were trying to work on a situation and it looked like it was gone wonky. The person forgot about us. It wasn't going to work out at all. Just relax, be cool, and watch things somehow always seem to work out here. Learn as fast as you can the etiquette here in Thailand. It'll make you feel more at home here. There's lots of do's and don'ts to do here in Thailand, which I've done some videos on this as well. And if you know what these things are, you will notice that you kind of fit in better. You can see the videos that I've done before that. I'll put a link down in the description of that so you can take a look at it to get yourself better acquainted. Make sure to explore your environment. Let's say you move to Thailand, you're in a new area. Explore the area, go walking, forget driving. Driving's good if you want to get further away, but try walking around, and you go so slow that you actually do pay attention to every little shop and store that you pass by. You'd be like, oh, okay, so that's for that. Oh, there's a pharmacy right there, I didn't know that. Because if you constantly go on either the motorcycle or a car everywhere, there's so many businesses everywhere, depending on where you live, that you could miss some obvious things that are right in your backyard that you could easily walk to possibly. So make sure you take the time to learn your little areas. Even if you're in like a neighborhood, walk around your neighborhood real good. You might find out that there's a little convenience store like a 7-Eleven, but maybe it's a mom and pop type version right there in your own neighborhood that you could just walk to instead of having to drive several kilometers down the road to go to a 7-Eleven. Try to get yourself into a routine. My guess is wherever you came from, you had some sort of routine that you did every day. So try to develop a routine as quickly as possible once you move here to Thailand to make your life seem a little bit more normal. Again, keep in mind your first 3 months are going to be your most stressful months here. And do not judge Thailand, your move, anything by the first 3 months. If you want to judge whether you like it or not, judge it after the 6th month, because that's about the time things start to make sense for you. Well, I have some shout outs. We've had a lot of people that's contributed to the channel who have found some sort of value from the videos that we've provided. And a lot of these people, I think on this time, everybody has contributed on Buy Me a Coffee. We also have the thanks below, and people also contribute monthly on Patreon, which we really appreciate. And we've had some more shirt sales. Thank you very much. Link in the description. We really appreciate it. But I'd like to give a shout out to some people who have contributed to the channel. So these people contributed on Buy Me a Coffee, and they are, in no particular order, John B. We also had Sam M. Rick from Florida, Callie in Cal 12. We also had Ryan, Soren, and Corey. We really do appreciate it. Thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. Hope this video was helpful for you. And anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And until next time, Kap Kun Kap.